I think when you think about a tough coach, the tough coaches I had always knew when I was being harder on myself than I needed to be. And they also always knew when I was feeling a little too good about myself, which for me, it was almost always the latter, right? I have a big ego. I'm always feeling good about myself. So good coaches with me were always just pricking me with a pin when the ego was starting to blow a little too much. It was always yeah, but this doesn't look that good. Or yeah, you did that good, but what about this? It was always, there was always an expectation of, I want more from you. And they were never satisfied, right? They didn't, but on days where I was feeling good about myself or they knew things were going, the better things were going in my, let me say it this way, the better things were going in my business, the tougher my coaches were on me, right? That's the CEO of the last company. If we were having a great quarter and I was excited to go in and talk about my numbers, damn if he wouldn't just pull the three things out of 30 that weren't working my business, and that's all he wanted to talk about for 2 hours. Because he didn't want me to get comfortable. He didn't want me to feel good. Now, if I was going in there and we were talking about 30 things and 27 were broken, he was calm. He was asking how he could help. He knew I felt terrible about myself. He knew I was down. He knew I was busted and broken. And he was there to kind of build me up a little bit. But in all the other times where things were going well, he was just relentless to the point where I would be pissed when I left. Like, damn it, 90% of things are going great and he's still not happy. And then what would I do? I'd go fix the 10% that he talked to me about and we'd do it all over again. But when things are broke, he took a totally different approach and he was more supportive. He didn't kick you when you were down. He didn't beat the shit out of you when you were down. He knew how to kind of, all right, let me pull you up a little bit more.
So I think this is important, right? Like, what is the goal of coaching or managing, anyways? Like, when I was a 14, 15-year-old playing varsity football, a coach wasn't thinking about that season. He was thinking about the next season or the season after that. He knew we were going to suck our first season. When, Paul's breaking your balls when you're 90%, he's thinking about how can he squeeze a little bit more out. But the really good manager knows, I've hired the right person. I've got a guy who cares. I've seen that. And not only that, berating him right now is not going to do anything. I got to go find somebody to do it. I've got a competent person who cares in this role. I've seen success before, or I hired this person because of a success resume. Now what I got to do is, as a business owner or the person who's coaching, I got to look at what's important. What's important is we're floundering. The market sucks. It's a new segment of business, something, and it's not working. But I've got the right people and we suck. That's an easy thing to manage.